I'm a nose strip. I only open your nostrils. I can't do anything for a blocked airway.
I'm a mouth tape, and I just force your mouth shut. And if your airway is blocked, I can't open it.
I'm a special pillow. You could sleep with a dozen of me. I still won't fix a blocked airway.
I'm a CPAP. I push air through your blocked airway. I don't naturally open it, and if you don't clean me, I can become a breeding ground for bacteria.
CPAPs for snoring, in my opinion, you either love them or you hate them. Me, couldn't stand mine. It left marks on my face and made me snore even worse. So how did I stop snoring? Watch this. Look, I'm a guy who snores, and for years I told myself it wasn't a big deal. At first my wife would nudge me at night, I'd roll over, mumble an apology, and go back to sleep. But the exhaustion was destroying me, waking up feeling hit by a truck, dragging through meetings, making careless mistakes. Meanwhile, guys on my team who used to ask me for advice, they're getting promoted and I'm barely keeping my eyes open past lunch. So I tried everything. Special pillows, nose strips, nasal sprays, a humidifier. I even tried one of those ridiculous chin straps. Nothing worked. The snoring just got worse. My wife started going to bed earlier just to fall asleep before I did, and then she moved to the guest room. And at work, I was forgetting names, losing my train of thought mid-sentence. Colleagues were starting to notice. And then came the quarterly strategy meeting. 20 people in the room. I was presenting our 6-month forecast, and halfway through, I blanked. Completely lost my train of thought. Had to fumble through my notes like it was my first day on the job. A younger guy on my team had to jump in and finish the slide for me. A guy I hired. And after the meeting, my boss pulled me aside. He didn't yell. He just looked concerned and said, "You don't seem like yourself. We need you sharp." That's when I knew this wasn't just a bad day. This was a warning. And that's when I decided to see an ENT. And what he told me changed everything. See, I was convinced my snoring was from my weight or from sleeping on my back. Turns out none of that mattered. He pulled up this scan and showed me what happens when we sleep. Your jaw relaxes and falls back, dragging your tongue with it and blocking your airway. He said it's like trying to breathe through a coffee stirrer all night. And when air tries to squeeze through, it creates the vibration we call snoring. The problem is your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, which explains the exhaustion, the brain fog, losing my edge at work. Everything suddenly made sense. And if I didn't fix it, he said the constant oxygen deprivation could lead to serious health problems, the kind that take years off your life. He suggested a CPAP machine, but I hated the idea of sleeping with a mask strapped to my face every night. Plus, I travel constantly for work, hauling that thing through airports, setting it up in hotel rooms. And honestly, they don't even fix your blocked airway. They just blast air through it. So I'd still have the same problem, just managed by a machine for the rest of my life. I was starting to feel pretty hopeless. That's when he told me about MADs, Mandibular Advancement Devices. They're custom mouthpieces that gently hold your jaw forward while you sleep, which keeps your airway open naturally. No snoring. And here's the thing, they actually fix the problem instead of just managing it. Plus, they're way more comfortable than a CPAP. You breathe naturally, sleep normally, and they're small enough to fit in your briefcase. No lugging a machine through airports. Sounds perfect, right? Well, here's the catch. These things have to be custom made for your bite. And all that custom work, it costs about $2,000. That was a mortgage payment. And that's not even the worst part. You gotta see multiple specialists, dentists, orthodontists, ENT. We're talking months of appointments. And insurance? Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, I wanted to fix this, but with everything falling apart at work, I needed something now. So I went on Amazon, ordered a cheap mouth guard, figured it was worth a shot, right? Big mistake. Boiling hot plastic, trying to mold it to my teeth. It felt like sleeping with a hockey puck in my mouth. Couldn't talk, couldn't drink water. I'd wake up with my jaw throbbing like I'd been in a bar fight. After a week of that, I threw it in the trash. I was back to square one, desperate for something that could actually work. But then I found this article about a company called Quiet Lab. Turns out this Italian startup figured out how to make a mouthpiece that worked just like the custom ones without the custom price tag. No molding, no specialists, no insurance battles, and no waiting months for appointments. You just use it right out of the box. The Quiet Lab Pro mouthpiece gently keeps your jaw forward while you sleep, opening your airway and making snoring physically impossible. At first I thought, yeah, right, what's the catch? I'd already tried so many things. But then I saw it was backed by actual sleep doctors, FDA cleared. Over 350,000 people already using it, and unlike that Amazon disaster, this thing was actually designed for comfort and effectiveness. Plus, they had a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it didn't work, full refund. no questions asked. I had nothing to lose at this point, so I ordered one. Best decision I ever made. First of all, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on it, and you don't have to wait months for it to be custom made. This mouthpiece's magic is in what they call adaptive fit technology. Quiet Labs engineers did something remarkable. They designed the mouthpiece so you can adjust it in two ways. First, you can adjust how much you move your jaw forward. And that's important because the more you advance your jaw, the more your airway opens up. With 25 different settings, you can adjust it to fit your mouth just right. Just pull and attach the trays to fit your bite, pop it in, and you're done. Second, each person's mouth is different, so the design allows the mouthpiece to flex to fit the width of your mouth just right, which means the Quiet Lab Pro mouthpiece feels comfortable no matter what your bite size is, and it's ready to use right out of the box. It's thinner than a bank card, and the medical grade material is so soft you can barely feel it. And it's the only mouthpiece that lets you open and close your mouth freely while you sleep. You can even talk and drink water with it. But the best part, it actually worked. The first night I tried it,
Silent, deep sleep.
my snoring was gone. My wife said she kept checking to make sure I was still breathing, and for the first time in months, I woke up feeling refreshed, like actually rested. I just sat there for a minute, taking it in. I'd forgotten what it felt like to wake up ready to go. I wasn't dragging through my day or nodding off at my desk. No headaches, no brain fog, no afternoon crash. I was sharp again. The guy my boss used to count on, I was back. Leading meetings, closing deals, making things happen, finally operating at full speed. And I'm not the only one. There are thousands of men sharing their success stories.
I believe the Quiet Lab mouthpiece is one of the best around.
And I just want to say that the Quiet Labs anti-snoring mouthpiece is a great device which effectively reduces or eliminates snoring. It is very effective.
Your lower jaw stays supported and it doesn't fall back and cause that airway to get blocked. Simple, easy to use. I would recommend it to everybody I know.
What I like about Quiet Lab isn't just the technology, it's that they solve the problem without the runaround. No appointments, no bulky machines, just results. Honestly, it gave me my career back, my focus, my energy, my edge. It saved my marriage too. And right now you can grab it at a discount. I don't know how long this is gonna last, so I wouldn't wait. Plus you get a free travel case and a cleaning brush, normally $20 each, and you've got 30 nights to try it risk-free. If it doesn't work, you get a full refund. Look, if you're tired of dragging through the workday, tired of the brain fog killing your focus, and tired of sleeping alone, do something about it. Tap the button below, stop snoring, wake up sharp, and get your edge back.